I wanted to talk a little bit today about SkyTracks, which is a web-based collaborative platform for making music without using a DAW that you have to install. So the way that it works is basically you have a bunch of tracks here. It's a multi-track platform, and it has audio, MIDI, and drum files, which you can either drag and drop and import from your computer, or you can record directly into the DAW. So in order to record, you just click this R button, and if you have a sound card hooked up, then you can select which input you want and whichever microphone you'd like to use and the track. It also has mute, solo, and pan functions per track, and you can also adjust things like volume envelopes, fade-ins, fade-outs, etc. Additionally, in the MIDI note view, you have this fancy sort of piano roll editing software, so you can edit each individual note and manipulate things like adding, deleting, moving things around, etc. I should also mention that you can easily import a MIDI file into this, so if you have like a MIDI file from your DAW that you're already working with, you can just drag and drop it in as a MIDI file, or if you prefer to use a MIDI controller, you can hook it up and record directly with your MIDI controller. Each channel also has effects. So you have chorus, compressor, delay, distortion, EQ, phaser, reverb, and tremolo. And you can add those per channel and control how much wet, dry, and automation you have on each of those as well. Finally, I should show you how the project system works. So basically, you have your own projects, which are here under the My Projects tab. If you want to create a profile, you'll have to just like add your email address and make a profile, and you can get a free project for one if you want to test it out for free. If you want to have more than one project, it's $6.95 for a month, and you pay on a subscription basis. So let's see if we want to just like click on this project. If you want to add a collaborator, you click on here and you can search by name or email address. And we also have a player here, so that if you have a friend and you want to share your track and they want to take a listen, that you can just send them this link, and they don't need to have the application, they don't need to have a profile, and they can simply just use the player to listen on either their computer or their mobile device. Finally, I just wanted to showcase one last thing, and that is this really, really cool sort of way to communicate with artists, because we also have a way that you can leave comments for each other. So like, let's say that you want to record a guitar and you have like a bass and a drum track already, but you want to leave a note like saying, okay, the guitar should start here. You can just double click and you can add a comment there and tell it to start there. Or if you want to make a general note, you can also like sort of write out a script that people can follow when they're making the recordings, so that you can make sure that their communication flows evenly and well. Now, one of the main advantages of SkyTracks versus like using a traditional DAW to collaborate is the fact that with SkyTracks you can share files and you don't have to worry about them kind of becoming out of sync or losing like their place in the arrangement. So the arrangement view is right here. You can choose whether you want to export as stems, i.e. like separate files, or if you want to export as a single stereo mix down. And I think that's about it.